Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okie dokie. Good morning, morning. Hope you are having a wonderful morning so far. So far, I am. And I have a pretty busy day today because I'm... Whoops. Wrong button. Recording 3 separate things, I was saying. So, yeah. Recording a multiplayer Cosmeteer video with one of our viewers. And I'm going to hopefully have one of my friends on as well during that. We'll see how if that happens. And then, of course, we have this stream, and the Parmesan Puma channel is also doing a stream later. And then I have to finish editing that video and get right to it. But anyway, let's just hop right into it here. So, we got that there, and we got the music. Hotlanta. That's a funny song to start on, but all right. We're starting with Hotlanta. Oh, wait a second. I'm on the regular capture instead of the stream capture. There we go. Should do that. Dandy. Alrighty, so each time we've done this, we've gotten a bit further. And so I think this time, we're going to make it pretty far. We might make it all the way to the top. Woo! I just bumped my microphone into my keyboard. Boring. Hold it. I don't have audio yet. Hold it. Need to make sure I get audio before we continue. Do I have audio? Yes, I do. Okay, perfect. Going. Whoops. Alright, warm up, warm up. Alright, that works. That was sad. Woo! Grasshopper, good song. Nice. Ooh, I just overdid that. All right. Making good progress already. Nice. We're getting pretty quick at this first bit. Sweet. We're making ground today. Ooh, Curious Kitten. Good song. Oops. Down to the shortcuts. Bed certificates. Heh. Ouch. Whoops, a daisy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, that was bad. All right, all right. Oh, I almost overdid that. Woo, nice. Skip the hard part. You gotta love that. Ah, not quite, not quite. Nope, that was early. What's this one again? Snowy Peaks, Part 2. Good song, good song. Ah! Oh. That scared me for a moment there. Ah! Ooh. It's fine. It seems my doggo wants out of the room. Alright, I will let you out, doggo. Doggo has vacated. It's easier to jump on from this side. Yeah, it is, I think. Whoop. Hold on there. Burn. Hold it. Burn. Ah, nope. Knowing about the shortcut here with the beds here is so helpful. Oh, we almost had that one. I just didn't crouch on time. I might need to get a taller control key on this keyboard. I could just like swap it with another key and it'd be taller. Just swap it with the delete key and then it says delete instead of control. Yeah. That would be kind of funny. Woo! Oh. Nope. Come on. Oh my goodness, I cannot get this jump today. How much time have I spent just on this jump? Too much, too much. Oh, come on. Okay, we got this. There we go. Only took a few attempts. And up we go. To the birthday cake. Beautiful. Ooh, almost overdid that. Whoa. Nope. This one. Oi. I wasn't looking straight down, so my depth perception was like messing with me. And these ones are pretty easy. No! I don't think there's anywhere that's a good landing spot from here. Not really a great landing spot. Well, no. We can just land on here. We're good. Didn't lose too much there. But Millie, that's the hardest jump in the course so far, so I'm not surprised I failed it. But hey, we're already there. 9 minutes in. We're getting good at this. We're getting good. No, what was that? What did I bump my head on? What? Okay, don't know what that was about. I like bumped my head on something. That's what it felt like. Yeah, because it didn't jump the full height and then just directed me down as if I bumped my head. I don't know what I bumped it on. That was weird. Woo. Not quite. There we go. And we're back. Missed the chair. Come to me. Right there. I see you, chair. Lunk. New Morning by Track Tribe. Pretty cool song. Not sure if it quite fits the vibe we're going for, but you know, it's a good song. Like, there's nothing to hit our head on, so I don't know what we would have hit our head on just a minute ago, but anyway, go figure. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. On the tree. Land on the tree. Can I get anywhere from this tree, actually? Yes, I think I can. Okay, what's solid? This pot is solid. Oh dear. That's a pretty far jump, actually. Can I make it to that? That one looks closer, and I think I can make it to that one. No! There it is. Alright. That was a very unfavorable fall there. Right onto that tree. Fortunately, we've made some good time with the first sections today, so I don't think it's really a big issue. We'll be back there in absolutely no time. Scared myself there. Doing, 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 doing. Ah! I knew I should have been paying a little more attention to that one. Whoops. That was funny. It's like, you missed the first jump. Okay. Take it with a little more precision, please. I'm not even quite sure what happened there, but okay. Actually, I think I have a good guess. I jumped off, then happened to be holding the correction direction enough that it landed back on it, and then over jumped it again. In the other direction. Which made the opposite of what I was expecting to happen. Because I wasn't actually expecting to recover. And then I over-recovered. Excuse me. Morning to all the viewers. Ooh. Okay, slow down for a second, slow down for a second. And no jump, or no run jump. Ooh, You Can't Fail. What a nice song. The perfect song for a game like this. You can't fail. I can't fail. Yes, that's literally what the song's called. It's just coincidence that it's in here. Woo! I forgot I had it in the playlist, honestly. Is this supposed to look like a tablecloth? It kind of does, like a tablecloth that's slipping off the table. We are locked in this morning. I keep making little mistakes, but they're all little ones. What was that? Oh, no. I think I know what happened there. I'm not used to how heavy the key presses on this keyboard are yet, so just me resting my finger on the keyboard a little too heavy was causing me to press the W. And I was going forward, just like this, where it's like my finger's kind of floating on it, but I'm not actually fully pressing it. That's probably what happened there. All right. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this new keyboard. It's a good, nice keyboard, though. Very nice keyboard. But yeah, that's not the first time I've made that exact mistake with this keyboard. Because admittedly, most keyboards that I've used in the past... Whoops. Whoa. They don't do anything unless you press the key all the way down. This one, you can press the key halfway down before, and then it starts doing something. Which means I have to get used to that. And I still haven't, because most of the time I'm still pressing all the way down for general tasks, right? When I'm intending to do something, like, this is me pushing it half down, where it's like, it's not all the way bottomed out, but it's... Anyway, you get the idea. Even that last mistake just appears, same thing. I was half pressing the key down, and I guess maybe my brain was expecting an analog return on the key press, which would be interesting. It'd be interesting if a game supported that. But I don't think any keyboard that I know of supports that. There's a chance, though, that keyboards like mine may support that. It would just be like you need a special software or something. Nice song, Among the Stars. Viewers right now. Hello to viewers. Good morning. It seems like most of the viewers tend to stick around when it's the more chill songs. I've noticed that. When the classical music's on, or when it's a song like this one. Interesting. Maybe that gives me a cue into what type of songs work best, though. Or at least for my audience. I'm sure that's not the case for everybody. Because you are my audience. Good. And we're lined up, and then we'll go for it. Nice. Back up here. Still pretty early on. Took longer to get back up here than I wish. I didn't use the momentum as well as I wanted to there, but it works perfectly fine. That section has a bit of grace. That section's deceptively hard, although it's actually pretty easy. It looks like you have to run jump it, but actually you can't run while you're crouching anyway. So that just hinders you and makes it more complicated. It kind of tricks you into doing a bad job, you know? What you actually gotta do is just be patient with it and time your jump with the crouch. Off to the shortcut. Hello, LHG. Or I almost said LGH instead of LHG, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. You like Scrap Mechanic. I do too. It's a fun game. I am excited for the Chapter 2 update. You can believe in me when I say I'm going to start a survival playthrough when that comes out. And definitely be prioritizing it over other content, because since I tend to only make one video a week for my main channel, that means I have to prioritize things like that. If I want to stay caught up with the competition, we're fine. We're good. We're good. Born. Oof. This is another good song. And we're gonna boing. And then we're gonna boing. You can almost get straight up to that top platform there from there. You know what? I think you could. I'm gonna try that again. Where is it? It's right there. Oh, I bumped on it. You know what? Whatever. I'll just go with this. Oh, that was bad. This jump is deceptively hard simply because there's this thing in the way. So you have to get as close to the edge as possible before jumping, but you don't want to bump into it. There you go. I think it doesn't really take a running start because you can get acceleration. You accelerate very quickly in this game. Down-dee-down-dee-do-do-do. I almost jumped out a little early there. Saw a little momentum. Oh, boing. Oh, no, no. Okay, land on the... Okay, we're good. Okay. Ooh, we're good. We're dandy. Only back to here, which is a minor annoyance compared to falling further down. Ouch. Okay. Wait, what is down there? I never noticed that before, huh? Okay, well, back up we go. And that. Oh, no. No. What's the chances of that? That it worked just barely enough that I can make it there, and then I overcommitted trying to correct it and fell perfectly between the only gap that existed. That was some pretty unlikely, unfortunate happenings. Oh well. Back up we go. Back up we go. Boop, boop. Pass my turn. Is it my first time? No, this is the 4th time playing it, but I've never finished it. I've only played it an hour at a time each time, separated by a whole week, and so it's like I have to re-practice a whole bunch of it every single time I get into it. And of course, an hour is only so much time, right? So this is the 4th time. I got all the way to the cat last time. And did pretty decent. Each time we're making it a bit further. I like how you can just jump across that section. It's so much fun. Like, it looks like it's hard, and it's like, oh, no, it's not that hard. You just go. Just boot it. Boot it out the door, around the block, and back again. Boing, boing. Ah! Almost didn't make that jump, but that's good. Alright. Alright, alright. I love the classical music. It is good. Ah! Wow, I really overcommitted the sideways there. I did the lightest tap on the sideways, but it happened to be just on the launch. And so it sent us flying that direction. Which I did not mean to do. Am I Swedish? No, I'm Canadian. Is the Swedish accent similar to Canada? I don't know. I don't think so. This song is groovy. It actually kind of fits this map really well. It's got the same sort of vibes. Like, if this song was playing literally the whole time in this map, it would totally fit. Of course, it's actually a custom song that I'm playing for the stream. I do really enjoy the song. I forgot what the name of this song is. I think I added it to my library not too long ago. I can't remember what for, though. I think it was one of the ones I added for our Cosmeteer series. Back up here. Let's go. Nice, that's how it's done. Just gotta use that momentum to your advantage. Nice. That wasn't the best bed hop ever, but it was a bed hop. That's where we needed to go. So, no complaints. Okay, we're good. Nice. Yeah, I think the best way to do that jump reliably is just stand on the closest point intentionally instead of trying to run up to it. You don't need the run up. You really don't. Oh, did I know the scrap mechanic is Swedish? No, I did not. I guess it's not too surprising. A brand name like Axolot kind of sounds like something that'd be Swedish, you know? Whoop. No, no, no. We're good. We're good. We're good. No issues here. Boing. Yeah, definitely the most sketchy thing about this whole course is definitely the beds. They're the pinnacle of pain and the pinnacle of success in this course. Both and. Come to me. Oh, how did I get backwards? I didn't press backwards today. Okay, we're good. Ah, what? Okay. That's the first time I've slipped off that one. I'm starting to get pretty confident with them. Okay, so you do have to make sure you actually do a decent jump, though. Like, actually, tolerances aren't quite that big. I was starting to feel rather comfortable with the tolerances on those. I was like, oh, you can kind of land on the side and it still catches you quite well, but apparently not that well. Yeah, let's go. Skip the hard part. Doobie-doo-doo, doobie-doo-doo, doobie-doo, 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 doobie-doo. What was that? There we go. And top of the red guy. Yes! That's the hardest jump in the whole map as far as I know. We just got it. At least it's the hardest one I've found so far. That doesn't mean there aren't harder ones yet. But I am happy I got it. Okay, get to the bottom of the ring. And then... Yep. Almost back to Mr. Cat. Almost back to Mr. Cat. I almost always over jump that one. Eh. Okay. Thoughts on maple syrup? Really good. Do enjoy it myself. You know, good on pancakes, all that stuff. Occasionally a good coffee sweetener. Only thing about maple syrup is it's a bit pricey. It's like you're getting a much better price on something like honey. You're working on a computer in scrap mechanic. Cool. This week's video, I'm actually making a programmable car, and it took over 7 hours to record. It was something. But hopefully it'll edit down into a pretty short video. By the look of it, it's going to be about... Ah! No, we're fine. By the look of it, it'll edit down into a video that's about, I don't know, 40, 30 minutes. Pretty nicely. Which really goes to show you how much of that time is just problem solving. It's like, and of course in a video, you could just skip straight to showing the results of your problem solving. Can it run Doom? No, it cannot. It can run a circle. And a direction anywhere in the circle. I was gonna add more layers, but as it was, it's just like, yeah, I don't have time. Because, like, of course, it takes generally about an hour of editing for every hour of footage for me. Now, that definitely wasn't the case with this video. It definitely was a bit faster, but... Ooh. Boring. I find it really... Oh, whoops. We're good. I find it really funny how the default question for a computer is, can it run Doom? It's like, that is the most silly thing ever. I actually heard a really funny joke. It was like a comedy, like a comedy strip or whatever. And it's just like, we just discovered everything's a simulation. And they're like, can it run Doom? And they're like, it already is. It's like, wow, yeah, I guess so. By literal definition, it already is. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Nope. Nah. Hey, line me up. There we go. And on to Mr. Red Ball. And to the blue ball, and the green ball, and the yellow ball, and the purple ball, and the purple trampoline. Nice. Excellent, well done. Wait, there we go. I can't take care of its gate. Wow, my fingers are getting jittery. You've been working on it for 2.5 years. Nice. Some dedication there. Ah! Can I make it? No. Back to the start. Hilarious. Woo! Back. How many logic gates is your computer up to? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, admittedly, I think a lot of people that play this type of game play it because they enjoy the emotions it gives them when not only they succeed, but also kind of how they react when they fail. I just like, when I fail, I'm like, well, that's disappointing, but then I just move on, you know? And I enjoy succeeding, of course. But maybe, I don't know. I think I like this sort of challenge for a different reason than most people that would be YouTubers enjoy this type of challenge. That's my guess. Or maybe just being a Christian has something to do with it. Who knows? Who knows? It probably plays a part, I'm sure. Whoop-a-doo. Believing in Jesus. Ah. Wow. Hey. There you go. Oh, that's what I was like, wait a minute, why am I moving left? It's because my finger was too heavy on the keyboard again. I have a hunch we're gonna make it only about as far as last episode and not further. Because we've already done about as far as last episode. Pretty much just before what we made to last episode. We got right before it. And before we failed on our highest trip yet. Boing. There we go. I need to be more careful there. That one keeps getting me. Oh. Interesting. Well, now I know what happens if I use the same strategy for that last jump. So I do have to change it up. I was starting to wonder, hey, can you just do the same strat? But nope. The more that you memorize the technique, the better you get at just doing it quickly, you know? I think this song is Freezing Flight. A multiverse something is the subtitle. I originally got it for the Race Christmas special, where me and Raptor X raced sleighs. It was very funny. Maybe a little bit of a long video, though. I should have done one lap, or... No, you know what I should have done. Yeah. Instead of doing 3 races, which were each 3 laps, I should have done 3 races, which were each 1 lap. Or I could have done 1 race with 3 laps. But I did like how the speed of the reindeer was turned up every single time, which made it more and more chaotic. I do think that was a good aspect of it. Interesting. Yeah. I did not know there was a Swedish YouTuber that has a fox same color as mine. Interesting. I guess that's not too surprising, though. It's kind of funny. Just like a couple months after I made my channel, and Cheddar Fox was a completely unique thing at the time, all of a sudden, a YouTube channel pops up called Alex Cheddar, which was apparently, according to the description, I haven't really looked at it much, it's just like a scavenger hunt that the person made for their boyfriend or girlfriend or something. I can't remember the exact story, but anyway, they just like made a treasure hunt where you have to find the stuffed fox named Cheddar, Alex Cheddar. And apparently it just completely blew up and became really popular really quick. And then, so in the time when I was Cheddar Fox and went from just like, I don't know, 100 subscribers to 150 subscribers, they completely like went to like hundreds of thousands of subscribers from nothing. It's like, well, that just goes to show you that niche is a lot. Niche is a lot. If you're ever considering getting into YouTube, I would not suggest the gaming space since it's definitely the hardest to get into. But hey, it's where I feel called, so. Maybe not quite the hardest, but it's definitely one of the hardest, you know? Because there's so many people that enjoy playing games, and so many people are like, oh, I'd love to do that as a job. But in reality, because the competition is so hard, it makes it a lot harder than that. Like, for example, on Wednesday, as I said earlier, I was recording for over 7 hours just to build this logic car, and my hope was originally that that'd edit down into like a 13-minute video, because I think that would be the best duration of video for that to edit into. But with the amount of logic and stuff in it, I don't think it really will edit down into that. And so I think it'll end up being more like 30 or 40 minutes, which is kind of unfortunate because honestly, when that sort of thing tends to happen, the video tends to not perform as well. But there's no way of knowing that's going to be the case from the get-go, right? So, yeah, there's a lot more work in being a YouTuber, even a gaming YouTuber, than it looks, because there's a lot more pre-preparation. Like just today alone, I'm recording 3 separate things. This stream, a stream on the Parmesan Puma channel, where I'm going to be building a track in Zapekist, and a video with one of our viewers, actually, who wants to record a Cosmeteer video with me. Oh, land it, we're good. We're good. Nice, okay. And then after all that, I still have to finish editing that 7-hour video, whatever, down into however long it's going to be. If I could find a way to make it only 15 minutes or so, I think that will be the best. And I would prefer that. But now I'm just ranting on about my workday. Okay, the way it kind of kicked me to the side there was weird. All right, back up here. LHG, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, how many logic gates was in that computer you're building? They said you've been building for 2.5 years. Because you got me wondering. Country rough. Nice. Buddy, buddy, ding, 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 ding. Good. All right. Yes. Yes. I think it's all about timing that jump. Ah, nope. Get in the road, get in the road, get in the road. I'm missing. Alright. You can look. Alright. We will be waiting your response. I wonder how many logic gates I put in that self-driving car. It's actually up in the workshop right now if you want to check it out. I only have it so it can... Right now it's programmed so when you press the start button, it turns left 4 times, and in between each turn left, it goes straight if you hold it to beforehand. And I think you can... Yeah, you can also add more go straights while it's running. And if you add one that's before a cycle that it's already finished, then it will just do that immediately next. Which makes sense because of how I programmed it. Hopefully if we don't make it this video, I think next week we'll have to do an extra long stream and just do a push to make it to the end, because I get the impression that having to relearn the beginning so many times is slowing me down a lot. And I definitely am making it further each time because I am learning it more and more, but like, you forget so much in a week, right? Muscle memory just disappears. This is a good song. What was it called again? It's by Asher Fargo, I think. Forest Night, Night Forest, Forest Lullaby. It's Forest Lullaby, that's what it is. Very chill. And chill songs are really good for this sort of thing, you know? Approximately 4,000. Nice. Alright, and time to jump. Alright, that wasn't the best timing, but actually I don't think I even jumped, it just fell off, but you know, that's what happens when you get the timing wrong. Alright. Excuse me. You see, this is the issue with sometimes scrap mechanic physics. Look at this. I'm bumping my head on the block transition. I shouldn't be able to, yet I can. I have to go out, like, almost... Yeah. It's like, why does the hitbox stick out that much? It shouldn't catch there, but it does. Anyway. That's scrap mechanic physics for you. No, no. Okay, we're good. Whew. Born. You completely overshot it. Oof, that was kind of a rough landing, but we got it. We got it. 51 minutes. I don't think we're gonna make it, guys. Not this playthrough. We might make it further than we've ever made before, but we're not gonna make it to the end. We don't have enough time now. And I have to go after this one. Set up a recording for Cosmeteer. Ah, I missed the thing. Yepper. Many prototypes, but the one you're working on now is 4,000. Yeah, that tends to be how that sort of thing goes. It's like... Yeah. Recently, I saw a video that was talking about setting up a logic standards system in scrap mechanics, so that way implementing other people's logic. Whoops. Why is this even given to me anyway? There's no explanation. But yeah, anyway, I saw this video. It's like, hey, we made a... It was a bunch of the... Apparently some of the best logic people in scrap mechanic. And they made a video saying, hey, let's make standards for how people do logic to make it so it's easier to implement other people's logic creations into your own. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a great idea. I don't do logic enough to really try to learn those standards. But it does sound like a good idea for people who do lots of logic. I've never been absolutely great at logic, but I also love the puzzle it gives. Which I guess is somehow... I guess that's how I didn't get absolutely bored out of my mind trying to work on that programmable car on Wednesday for 7.5 hours-ish. I have 7 hours, 4 minutes of recorded footage, but I wasn't recording the entire time, so... At least 15 minutes worth. Ah, that's not right. What? Okay. That's fine. Falling. My mouse pad's trying to get away from me. Falling off the desk here. Oop, and now my mouse cord's shortened. There we go. boring. Nope. Time it. Time it. That's not called timing it. Whee! Back down we go. Wait, why is there a chair sticking out of the hood? Imagine if those things were actually drivable, just secretly this whole time. It's like, hey, yeah, they actually move. You just gotta know where the entrance to the seat is. Wouldn't that be funny? That said, though, they're pretty clearly welded, so... Well, at least the trucks are. I still don't know how the guy who made this map made the blocks float. Like, I don't get that, but... Probably invisible blocks, but if that was the case, you'd think you'd be able to step on them. And I never have. But that said, maybe they're just placed in such a way that you're unlikely to step on them. Alright, back up here. Beautiful. And jump, jump. Ooh, we got it. Bum ba dum. It's kind of interesting how some streams perform way better after they're published as long-form videos in the stream category. Whoops. And on here, we're gonna make it, maybe. Oh, let's go. And then sometimes they do much better during the stream. It's really interesting to see which ones do what. I think the ones that are much more interactive for the viewer tend to do... You would expect them to do better while they're live, but honestly, I haven't really found that. I found the ones that are more chill tend to be the ones that get more activity when they're live. The more chill it is, the more activity it gets while it's live. And then the more creative it is, the more activity it gets after. That's what I've seen, which is kind of an interesting sort of observation. Maybe invisible blocks are special challenge mode block. Maybe. But I think you can step on them, right? Like any invisible blocks. I know there are modded blocks that you can make invisible or whatever. It's not hard to make invisible blocks via mods. There are some mods that have that. Like I'm pretty sure even the mod pack has invisible seats or whatever. So your character has a sitting animation, but there's no visual indication that anything is there. Let's go. Oops. Oh. If you hold shift and do the mouse wheel with the paint tool, it opens up the menu. I did not know that. Like, yes, I knew the Q does that, but apparently holding shift and rolling your mouse wheel opens up the paint menu too. Interesting. The things you learn. Nope. Well, that pretty much seals it. We're not making it to the end this time. But at least we made it about as far as last time. Well, at this point, we didn't make it further, though. We made a lot of silly mistakes, though. I think next week will have to be the week where we just grind it out. Assuming I don't have a video I'm not done yet. Although I've restructured my calendar and schedule, and hopefully we can make something that's a little more consistent in my schedule. It's kind of funny. I found that I frequently finish the video last minute, whether or not I have paid work days at my other job or not. And so it's like, is it really just the quality that's going up and down, or am I actually just being faster and slower based on what's needed, and in which case I could be doing so much more if I found a way to actually prioritize using my time well. Alright, officially the last run of the day. Because we are almost at the 1 hour mark, which is when I gotta stop for the day. Or more like, I don't have to stop exactly at 1 hour. I can go until whenever I fall off, but assuming I fall off within 15 minutes. Which is pretty likely. I'd be surprised if I didn't fall for 15 minutes. If we didn't fall for 15 minutes, we'd probably make it all the way to the end, honestly. That or we'd be taking it very slow, which would be kind of pointless. Yep, don't fall now. Last run of the day. Yeah, I try to do a little bit of that, but I've never really been able to get ahead enough to properly do that. I do publish my videos periodically. I publish once a week on this channel. Excuse you. And I publish on the other 2 channels I have, where I recently branched off certain genres of my channel, like racing games and kind of cute chill games. Those channels I'm not prioritizing as much, so I don't really have a fixed schedule for them. But whenever I have extra time, I work on those channels, videos for them. All right, see you later, LHG. Okay. Sweet. Imagine if we get further than we ever have before on this last run. Goodbye. Whoa. That was kind of weird how it just randomly bounced me higher that time. Have I played Hollow Knight? No, I have not. I can't remember what that game is. It sounds familiar, though. Is that a Nichirum game? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. If I recall, Hollow Knight probably wouldn't meet the clean content standards of my channel, but I honestly don't remember enough about the game to say either way, so I'd have to look it up and check afterwards. Wow, that was almost overdone. All right, chill for a second here. Go a little sideways. What? Why does it always happen on the... Okay, we got this. Now, there we go. 2D platformer, similar to Mario, maybe. Okay. That does sound familiar. I'm pretty sure Hollow Knight is a Nitrome 2D platformer, if I recall correctly. I used to play quite a few Nitrome games, but I don't think I ever played that one. Come on. If I recall, there's a hole here. Where's the hole? Right there. Don't fall in the hole. That was the mistake I made last time. I don't know what this thing is, but it's a interesting icon. This is officially the furthest we've made it. So we've officially made it further this time, because last time we made it here, we fell through that hole. Last episode. So this is the first... Is this higher off the ground? No, it's just harder to jump onto. Alright, this is the highest we've ever made it. Alright. It's not too hard of a jump. Nope. Bail. Okay. Maybe it is kind of a hard jump. Whew, we got it. Alright. I remember Scrapman commenting on this section how he liked it because there's a floor underneath it. And I agree, I do. You just try it a bunch of times. That was actually easier than I expected, but... Aw. Yeah, imagine doing these... Wait, you can just run it? You can totally just run it. I'm overcomplicating it. Ah. Oh. Okay, you have to wait a moment to jump for that last one. Oh. Okay, I timed it weird. Can't stop now. Finish this run. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping so. We're pretty close to the top, I think, but I know there is quite a bit more above the water, if I recall from Scrapman's video, so we might only be halfway up. I'm pretty sure it's more than half, though. Oh, come on. There we go. Yes, that is where I'm supposed to go. Is there something to bump my head on? Kinda. How do I get up there? Nope, that's not it. Okay, what is the correct strategy to get there? Like, assumably you jump back, but I don't know. Yeah, that is definitely the key. Just go for it. I don't think there's any way I'm getting up onto that. Oh. What? Okay, so you can make it there. It's just a kind of crazy jump. Imagine if this is the one. It might be. It might just be. Why do I feel like you gotta go to the handle? You probably don't. Yeah, you're good. Well, these cells, if I recall, are kind of slippery. Okay, they're not for me. They're just slippery on the ground. My traction on them remains the same. Ah. I wanted to be on the inside for whatever reason. This bar gives a false sense of security. How much higher is it? Not much. We might make this. Hold on. Screenshots from here. Boop. Gotta take a moment to take some screenshots. Alright. Gotta watch for holes in the track. Don't want to be caught off guard. Falling off on this section would be so painful. Whoa. What happened to my frame rate? Why am I down to 30? Frame rate, what have you done? Is it higher when I look up? It is. Oof. Yeah, that's a little chunky. Okay, I don't know why my frame rate's so bad up here, but anyway. Oh. Definitely makes the jumps a little harder. But fortunately, these aren't too hard of jumps. Try some multiplayer streams. Honestly, the one thing about multiplayer streams, though, is I need to find people to do it with who I know will be clean content, because my channel is strictly clean content, and I have pretty strict rules for the clean content standards. Okay, this is a good time to just chill for a second and breathe. Because if I fall, I can't see where to land. The water is more of a mask than it is a helpful tool. Alright. That's good. It's easier from this one. Where do I go from here? Oh, there are some more beds up there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a small bounce. And then a big bounce. No. Where am I landing? I think that's a far enough fall that we're gonna have to count it. That's the end of the stream today. Oh, we got so close too. All right, well, this is a good place for screenshots though. I'm gonna take some screenshots. All right. So let's go to the verse for the end of the stream today. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decrees of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than gold, more pure than gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. Yeah, it is unfortunate that we've finished like that, but oh well. We'll have to see you next week at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, Friday. So, I guess see you then. God bless.